Good morning, dear student, and welcome again. Dear student, I was talking about shadow line of Amitabh Ghosh. To Amitabh Ghosh, Calcutta has a special significance. Calcutta has been a great influence on Ghosh's imagination, and the novel is also full of references to the numerous places in the city. He admits that the city of Calcutta is a kind of constant that runs through all his books. The center of Amitabh Ghosh's imaginative world. Even in another novel of Amitabh Ghosh, that is Calcutta Chromosome, Calcutta is very much present in that novel. The status of Calcutta as being a cultural and intellectual center is reflected in his works. And the shadow lines talks about Bhadralok or the middle class gentility that is formed by the political, cultural and intellectual elite of Bengal. Calcutta is one of the oldest port cities of the world, and the British Empire set up its company here first. Before 1912, it was the capital of India. There has been a great impact of Western education and culture on the Bengali society because of its colonial wealth and privilege, and the traffic between Indian and European ideas helped construct a vibrant and modern culture. In the novel, we see a steady rise of narrator's family in society as the narrator's father rises up from being a clerk to holding important office in his field of work and becoming a part of Bhadralok community. Meenakshi Mukherjee, a very important critic of Indian English literature, describes the narrator's family's social mobility as the special movement from a flat in Gole Park to a house in Southern Avenue with the conversation loving stretch of Goriahat Road occupying a central space charts his Calcutta moorings precisely. The relentless educational compulsions of this class and the tension of the conflicting values between its dominant and deviant members are evoked with as much telling detail as the frequent shift of a locally and the sequence of public events that frame his life. Even as the narrator grows up in Calcutta, his imaginative potential is not restricted to this city only because he used to travel to far-flung places through the stories told to him by his uncle and his cousin Ila. His uncle was Tridip. A subtle influence of Tagore's idea of nationalism is present in Ghosh's work as well. Tagore's idea of nationalism as being above and devoid of petty notions of political nations is upheld here. The shadow lines deals rather internationalism, not only of political nationalism. The writer condemns and lashes against the division of nations based on a misguided understanding of freedom and sovereignty. People sought by terrorists and separatists and the army and the police, you will find somewhere behind it all that single word, everyone is doing it to be free. Ghosh exposes the truth behind forging borders between people and dividing by illuminating the fact and incidents occurring in remotest part of the country affect people miles away who are not related to the place of the mishap. Tridib is killed in a mob attack on the minority community in Bangladesh during an agitation caused due to the missing of a relic in Srinagar. That is the loss of Mui Mubarak. The unreasonable death of Tridib underscores the fact that violence and a sense of hatred does not distinguish between the culprits and the innocents. You know, dear students, the moment when Tridib was killed, two other characters were also killed. They are Khalil, the rickshaw puller, and Jethamosai. The shadow lines depicts the lives of people during and after India's independence and the effect of partition of the nation has on those who are tied to their roots. Much of Ghosh's work focuses on families. The novel centers on the lives of a middle class Bengali family that is sucked into riots and violence, which ruptures and disorients their placid, uneventful lives. Ghosh's novels has multiple narrators and begins in the voice of an unnamed young narrator who remembers the story for the readers in a haphazard, unreliable and non-linear way. He is willing to share the burden of narration with 5 other narrators. The story seems to be a jigsaw puzzle overtly, and the reader has to make the connection, yet it is tightly framed and extremely cohesive, where everything falls into its correct place towards the end. The precision with which the narrator remembers particular incidents on particular significant dates is really noteworthy. However, he falters at times, owing to back and forth working of his memory, and is corrected by the other narrators. According to critic Meenakshi Mukherjee, in the novel The Shadow Line, there is a repeated insistence for the freedom of each individual to be able to create his own stories in order to prevent getting trapped in someone else's construction of reality. Thank you, dear students. Enjoy reading. In the next lecture, I will talk about the various characters and their significance in the novel The Shadow Line. Till then, goodbye.